Hello and welcome to our Summer 2018 English 101 online course. I am Mr. Ritchie. This is just a brief overview introducing you to the course and to our course syllabus. This is the syllabus obviously right here. Notice up at the top, here's my contact information, here's my email address, and this number here is my cell phone number. You are welcome to text me at any time if you have any questions. I'm always running around during the summer though, so email or texting is always the best possible option. The required text is going to be the Writer's Present, 7th edition. Everything throughout the syllabus is hyperlinked. So this number right here, for example, takes you to an Amazon link where you can purchase the textbook used, or hopefully you've gotten it already through the university bookstore. Our recommended online resource that we'll be using periodically throughout the short semester is the Purdue Online Writing Lab. That is the Purdue OWL site. We'll talk about that in later screencasts as we get to the point of integrating research with our essays. I know you're all capable of reading, so I'm not going to read this word for word. I'll take you through each section. The first thing that we have here is Washburn University Composition Student Learning Outcomes. These are essentially what we'll be getting out of the course and why we're doing it. There is, notice, an emphasis upon the writing process. We are going to be doing rough drafts, for example. We're writing for a variety of audiences, rhetorical situations. That just means that we'll be focused on text structure. Evaluating sources and analyzing textual information tells us that we're going to be doing research at some point during the semester. And a lot of these are about integrating research, developing arguments, and in fact, by the end of the semester, we are building from a narrative style of writing to a research-based persuasive style of writing. Structure of the class, this is definitely not a go at your own pace kind of class. We are focused on using the writing process. So even though it's a 5-week course, we're still going to take the time to develop our ideas, submit drafts, make revisions, and also do reflection. The arguments are spaced out with the time to complete the writing process for the assignments. So you'll be completing work each week from the beginning of the semester to the end of the semester. Our units are essentially broken down this way. We have a descriptive narrative. Unit 2 is the expository structure. And then Unit 3 is a research-based persuasive argument. Grading in this case, 60% minor assessments, which would include our early essays, our discussion posts, and annotated bibliographies, 15% for a midterm essay, and then 25% for a final essay. Late work policy, please contact me if you're not able to do an assignment on time. Again, with this being such a short course, then keeping up with the pace is going to be absolutely critical. Students who have failed the class in the past have failed because they've fallen behind. So if you are falling behind, please contact me as soon as possible. Shoot me an email, send me a text. Let me know that you have a plan in place to get caught up. And as long as we can do that, and if you get caught up in a timely fashion, then we probably won't have any sort of late penalty. If, however, you've fallen behind and I haven't seen anything from you in 1 or 2 weeks, well, that's already half the course gone, and in that case, recovery is not likely. The academic dishonesty policy basically boils down to do not plagiarize. That would be the worst possible thing for you to do in the class. I recognize that sometimes we struggle with the class. It's always better to contact me and get help than to make a decision that's very negatively going to affect your future success at the university. So again, if you're having trouble or if you have an issue, contact me as soon as you can. I do prefer text or emails. Please do not let problems snowball into a major issue. See the grading breakdown there, Essay 1, 100 points, Essay 2, our discussions. When we get to the final essay, we'll do a topic proposal. Annotated bibliographies, which is just a way of saying that we're going to document and note our research process. All of that counts under the early essays and discussions. Those go in at 300 points. Those are worth 60% of the course. Then we have the midterm essay, that is worth 15%, and your final essay will be worth 25%. The next page gives you a course overview, tells you what we're doing on a week-to-week basis, and again, please note that everything is hyperlinked. So we have our essential questions. In other words, when you have a question like, well, why are we doing this? These are the questions that we are responding to. So all of these are hyperlinked. You can jump into the first essay right away. The discussions we'll go over here in a different screencast. So you see week 2. You have the due dates there. Again, the links to the assignments. As we get further in for expository writing and then persuasion and research, we do have slideshows that will help you set up your notes, annotated bibliographies. Each of these has its own dedicated screencast. So I'll go ahead and scroll through these. We also have a page dedicated to notes and other resources throughout the semester. Notice all of our screencasts at the moment are not hyperlinked because, well, we're recording them right now. So you should have, by the time you see this, all of these highlighted on your syllabus, and you should be able to go through them. Notice that we do have a how to use maybe library site, readings and discussion, recommended textbook readings for the final essay, text structures, conducting research, and then overview on MLA style. We are going to be using MLA style throughout the entire semester, so make sure that your essays are formatted using that. The last part is the university editions, various things that Washburn requires us to have in there. For this last part, I'll take a look at our homepage for our online site. And notice we already have the Welcome to EN101 online, the online syllabus, which we just went over. There are going to be 2 places that you'll be submitting your assignments, and these are going to be under the Assessments tab. First one will be the discussions, and we just click on that drop-down menu, click on Discussions, and your discussions will appear there. Again, we'll go over these in a different screencast. Second one will be your assignments, and these are already laid out for you there. So this is where you'll go to turn in Essay 1, Essay 2, your midterm essay, your annotated bibliographies, and of course, eventually your final essay. So all the drop boxes are already created for you. Everything is all set and ready to go. We'll say also as a final note that this is not a class for students who struggle with writing. If you are a student who struggles with academic writing, I cannot emphasize enough that a face-to-face class is going to be your best possible option. As you can see from this, we are taking a 16-week course and boiling it down into just 5 weeks. We're going to be moving along at a pretty good clip. It's going to be moving quite quickly, so the expectation is that you already have some competence in academic writing, and we're just going to be helping you improve on that, giving you some tools so that way as you get adjusted to university writing or your future writing classes, you'll have much better options. But again, if you're a student who struggles with writing, who needs constant help or feedback from your instructor, a face-to-face class is your best possible option. So that is our first overview for English 101. Text me or email me if you have any questions.